Hello, my name is Algimantas. I represent creator to this planet, the name of which is Urantia. And I'm also apostle of our creator son, Jesus of Nazareth, and his partner, creator daughter, Nebuchadnezzar. Now I'm in the second city of Lithuania, Kaunas. Here I will show you the setting, the background. This is the biggest river in Lithuania. Its name is the Nemunas River. Who's barking here? Just this little dog. So people are just spending a leisure time. Sunday, some of them have removed boats out of the river. Now they are loading them onto the trail and they will be heading home. And if you see from a far off distance, this is my motorbike, Honda NC 750 DCT, a wonderful motorbike. It's brand new. So this is the environment I'm in. I do desire to talk about spiritual issues that are in a way related to our everyday material, intellectual life. And this is very important because our life determines our future. And by future, I mean our life after our resurrection. Once this body runs out of the living energy of Creator, the Paradise Trinity, I am, whom I represent to this planet and on this planet, we will be resurrected. So our current life makes a very significant impact on our resurrection, whether or not it is on the third day since our body passes away, and our spiritual personality, which is within this body. Our personality is not this body. It's only a temporary material vehicle provided by Creator through being born out of the material womb of a woman, our, say, earthly mother. And the seed has been implanted by our earthly father. But nonetheless, they are our spiritual brethren, because Creator is the father and the mother of all, of the whole of creation. There is an enormous family in creation of different orders of spiritual personalities, because personality is a spiritual being, spiritual entity that possesses a free will choice for goodness or evil. And the choice is made by our consciousness. And it depends how much we have cleaned the consciousness of all pollutants, of all contaminations that have been accumulated through generations. So our current life is the initial life on our journey to our real, true, native home on Paradise, which is in reality the very middle, the very center of the whole of creation. Well, now I'll raise the camera into the sky So just imagine this sky, this is the immense space in the cosmos. And this space is filled up with, visible to our material eyesight, suns, stars. Suns, there are also stars. They are just the lighting and heating for our life on this planet. But once we are resurrected, we will be on other planets where heating and lighting will be from spiritual energy circuits. And all this shall be provided by Creator through the operation of power centers. Because light and heat from such nebula like a star, a sun, has beginning and end of its existence. That's why they are not eternal. Meanwhile, all these specially designed and built up planets, much bigger than our Earth, which is registered in the divine archives annals as the planet of Urantia. So these architectural spheres, these specially made planets, are called architectural spheres. They have been specially designed and built for a certain educational purpose. They are embellished according to the spiritual beings inhabited that or this architectural sphere. But with each new world, planet, we shall be passing on in our, well, a very extensive and long journey to paradise, to the abode of Creator. So we'll be going to the center, to the middle of creation. And with each passing world inwards, we will see that the embellishment is becoming more refined, more subtle, because our inner vibrations that we will be drinking out of Creator as a living water will be biting these loving vibrations and living vibrations as a living bread. So we will be raising our energy vibrations ever higher. And of course, every new world inhabited by the personalities who are filled up with the higher vibrations of Creator energy, they will manage to design dwelling abodes and everything around them to form in such a way of beauty that will surpass all the previous worlds we have already passed before. And that shall be our journey to paradise. Well, the journey of education. This education is both spiritual, intellectual, and acquiring practice. That is, all the knowledge we will receive from different teachers, different orders of personalities, teaching us how to understand living on the world we have been moved by angel seraphim And our body again shall be collected, but of a different material, not like this we are in possession of on this initial world. This is the low frequency energy vibrations expressed in the material form. The next stage shall be our soul identity, and it's called a Maronship stage of our education and development. Development of our spiritual personality, or actually, I would say not development, but revealing all the potentials that Creator has already bestowed on our personality into the actuals, into being used and applied in operation. So at first we shall receive theoretical knowledge, theoretical teachings, and then we will be given a certain task to apply this knowledge in practice. And little by little we'll be accumulating different sorts of practices. And this will improve our self. It will relieve us from fear, which is truly immensely controlling our body and even consciousness. That's why we are full of different diseases, illnesses, because illnesses, viruses, find a good soil for their development and for their appearance among low frequency vibrations. And this is actually just a good soil when you have plenty of fear. So we shall be taught how to eliminate this, I would say, a very negative emotion that we now are unable to remove, because there are no spiritual teachers in our world who would be teaching just ordinary people, and even better, children, that they would grow without experiencing much fear, while their parents, because being uneducated from a spiritual vantage point, they are also filling up their children with low frequency vibrations, and that is filled up with fear. Even by saying, do not this, do not that, do not behave like this, do not stand up, do not sit down. Everywhere is being controlled by the parents. You will burn yourself, you will injure yourself. Just sit, and don't move, even your head. So all this low frequency vibrations, and this is the soil for different viruses and illnesses, diseases to appear, even with this young child, within young body of a child. I started training spiritual teachers, such spiritual teachers that have never existed on this planet before. But I've been doing this for 30 years. Unfortunately, those who would desire to choose The field of operation of a spiritual teacher is too few to have an impact on the whole of 8 billion humanity. So that's why I apply even by these expanded views, by expanding your outlook on Creator, on creation, on yourselves. I'm trying to address your heart. Without discovering Creator within your heart, it is impossible to change the world for the better. Impossible. You might, in a way, pacify your mind, but that would not last for long. Only once you discover the source and center of peace, that is, the source and center of top frequency vibrations, you begin to feel them within, to feel them, to experience them. And your thoughts, your assertions begin radically to change. What you have been applying in your daily life, all of a sudden, you realize you cannot do it anymore. You want more light. You want to accumulate the Creator vibrations at a higher frequency level and experience them and operate together with Creator as a co-creator for the benefit and well-being of the whole, and not only of your family, of your, say, country, of humanity. It's not enough. Even humanity, it's a small poppy in the whole of creation, in the whole of Creator's spiritual family. When I showed you the sky, so this is one of the 7 skies circling around the dwelling abode of Creator, which is called Paradise, and where we're heading to, because Creator has bestowed upon our planet this destiny that we should reach Him and stand in an immediate presence of Creator on Paradise. Creator has no form, no body, no any visible appearance. Nevertheless, He is personality and a person. Actually, 4 personalities absolutely united in spirit as one. 3 sources and centers of the Paradise Trinity and the Aggregate Source and Center, I am, spelled through all characters, capital. So Creator is possible to discover within because He bestows His fragment, His spirit, which is called a thought adjuster. So He bestows just a particle of Himself to a child, upon a child's mind. When the child makes the very first moral decision, and right away, the thought adjuster of that child begins operating within his mind. It is not within his material brain, but within his consciousness and subconsciousness, which is in a way affected by the operation of the child's material brain. But the material brain is only for this world. After the resurrection, we will not have any material part of the body, including the brain. But we will be given our mind of a soul in Merontia. That is, Merontia is a new term for humanity that emphasizes the stage of our development after our resurrection, up to the point we will turn into eternal spirits. But our personality will remain the same. Like now, I am visible to you as this material form, which is called a human body. But actually, I am not this body. I am what is within this body. And that is spiritual personality. It is impossible to touch my spiritual personality, but you can realize by the words and feel by the assertions I am pronouncing to you how much these words, assertions, resonate within your heart. Do you have an agreement with these statements, or you in a way try to find some faults with them and with me as a person uttering them? I'm speaking out Creator's living word as I keep a living communion with Creator. I set up a living religion of Creator. It's called the Paradise Trinity I Am Living Religion of Revelation. It's been passed over to me by Creator, by Jesus, the Son of Creator, that has bestowed himself on this planet for our benefit, for our spiritual and intellectual enlightenment. So, what I want to attract your attention to by this teaching, that go and listen to my teachings in English. I live in a small country in Eastern Europe. The country is called Lithuania. In my original language, Lithuanian, its name sounds like this: Lietuva. Lietuva. So I present some spiritual teachings in English as well. There are over 50 teachings on YouTube. Mark the name of my say channel, The Living Path. The Living Path. And my name, like I said at the beginning of this teaching, is Algimantas. Algimantas hyphen The Living Path. And you will get to plenty of teachings in English. Listen to them, but using your spiritual personality, your heart, rather than your intellect. Feel the vibrations. I need assistance on your part in different countries. I need spiritually minded people who would be able to educate spiritually their environment, because it is impossible to rely on darkness that has been reigning on this planet for 200,000 years, while humanity exists for 1 million years. So out of this number of, say, millenniums, 1/5, unfortunately, the last 1/5 has been lived through generations in darkness, under the control of the rebellions against Creator. All institutions are controlled by the rebellious people, even though they might say very nice words for your own benefit, but they are rebels against Creator's evolutionary plan, against Creator's design to raise morality, to expand spiritual light, to establish brotherhood for the well-being of all.